Chat, the season's over, man. Come back next year, 2024, 2025. We will be there. Listen, guys, it's our madness news just coming out in these last few minutes about the injury situation. Hopefully, you're all doing well. Please do me a favor, man. Make sure you drop a like on the stream and get the likes up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. But the clown, the absolute clown that is Gareth Southgate, has cost us in one of the biggest games of the season. And it's all because of a friendly. 2 friendlies, completely unnecessary, with a manager that does not know what he's doing, a manager that is out of his depth, a manager that deflects FC more than the amount of times we've lost a game this season. He is an absolute disgrace, yeah? In the words of Ty, he's a disgrace. He is a disgrace. And now Stones is injured, and now Walker is injured. Let me pull up the news for the people that have not seen this, the people that are not on X, the people that have escaped the app that is Twitter. Here we go, guys. This is the news that's coming out in the last few moments' time about these players. Kyle Walker. Oh, fucking Akanji. I didn't even see Akanji. I didn't even see Akanji. I thought Akanji was all right. I thought Akanji was fine. I thought Akanji was okay. He's not all right. Even Akanji's mudded. Oh, fucking hell. I genuinely swear to God didn't know Akanji was injured. I thought it was just Kyle Walker and John Stones. Okay, great news. Do we have a defence? Kyle Walker, John Stones, and Manuel Akanji are all doubts. Kyle Walker is a serious doubt for Arsenal on Sunday, according to Jack Gorn. But the good news, Kevin De Bruyne will be fit to face Arsenal on Sunday. He's expected to take part when first team training resumes on. Oh, fucking hell. I can't believe Akanji's not fit either, man. That is a disgrace. I can't believe. You know it's mad, yeah, because you know Pep Guardiola before the international break, the guy was like, "Yo, well, we'll see how we'll talk about Arsenal and we'll see how many players we get." And the guy was right. The guy knew what was coming. I reckon Pep had a call, man, from Southgate or something, and Southgate said, "Yeah, I'm going to play John Stones in both matches," and Pep Guardiola just lost his shit, mate, because it's an absolute disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. Anyway, I'm going to pull up the tactical pad, guys, because we're going to have to work out a system here about how we're going to set up a defence. I have no idea. Mackenzie says, is it definitely that they are all out for the weekend? It sounds like John Stones, Kyle Walker is basically chalked. Akanji might be a chance, but it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. The news is that it's not looking good. Did they say there about Edison? Do we know if Edison's fit? What they said about Edison? I've not heard anything on Edison, man. What's happening with Edison? Is he all right or nah? Manuel Akanji is a doubt against Arsenal. Edison. There's nothing on Edison. Chat, let me know about Edison, man. Edison's fine. Edison's out till April. Oh my God. Are you being serious? Where have you found that news? Where have you seen that he's out till April, man? So no Edison, no Stones, no Walker, no Akanji. Are you taking the piss? You've got to be taking the piss, man. Fucking hell. Right, well, he's playing. Let's work out what players we do have available, yeah? He's available. He's available. He's available. He's available. And he's available. There are defenders. There are available defenders. It's not looking good, bruv. I think he has to play there. He has to play there. He has to play there. And then he has to play there. That's our back four, isn't it? That has to be our back four. Not really played there at all much this season. Yeah. Second choice goalkeeper. Third choice right back. Young kid. Not played much football this season. Not ideal, folks. Not ideal. You know what's even more not ideal? Yeah, is you can't even tell Rico Lewis to push forward. Because if he pushes forward, like in there, bro, you got Diaz on the wing, man. And that is not great. So you're gonna, you know what I think you're gonna see happen? But then I don't know. What I was gonna say, I reckon you might see this, you know. And then what I was gonna say is Gavardio will push forward and Ake will still be on sack and we'll go like that. But basically, you got Rico Lewis in this situation here on his own. That is tricky, man. I think, I genuinely, do you want me to tell you what I genuinely think we have to do? I think we have to lock it off, man. I think we have to lock it off just like that. You know what I would have done? Seriously, I would have played Nunes right back, but I think he's injured as well. I think he's injured as well. I think Nunes is injured as well because I would have legit played Nunes right back, but he's injured as well. Here's my strategy. Here's my game plan for Sunday. Chat, tell me if this is a good game plan or not, yeah? Basically, go into the game, play really cautious, try not to give a goal, keep it tight, and then try and nick one on the break or something. Right, my team, big up Noisy Pod, man. He says, finish the team, bro. All right. Akanji's injured, George. Yeah. Sorry, mate. When I did the stream, it was only 2 players that were injured. Now Akanji's also injured as well, so he's also out, bro. Okay, so Rodri, get yourself in there, my son. Yeah, he can play there. I think you've got to go Kovacic now, aren't you? You've got to go Kovacic. You really do. De Bruyne. I just go full control. I'm trying to play the most boring football team I've ever seen in my life. There you go. And then, sorry, Bernardo, mate, but you're not playing, bro. I'm dropping you, man. And I know that's a controversial, but I'm dropping him, playing Foden on the right. That's my team, man. Which is still decent. Still decent, but not ideal. Not ideal. I think I drop Bernardo Silva, man. I don't think Bernardo should start in this system unless you wanted to play Bernardo for Kovacic. But I don't think Bernardo gives you what Kovacic gives you in that midfield. And again, that might be controversial as well, but I genuinely don't think he does. Can't drop Bernardo. I drop him, bro. I don't think he's been that great this year. The only thing, you know what I mean? I would actually consider doing that. Dropping Grealish and playing Bernardo left wing. But that just goes against everything that we've been saying for so long about Grealish this, and now all of a sudden, like, he's available and we're not playing him. I don't know, man. I'm looking at the team and it's decent. And it gives me semi-levels of confidence, but I'm not like, damn, I'm mad confident. I think we've just got to keep it tight, man. I think we've got to keep it tight. I think we probably have to sit a little bit deeper than we normally do and try and pick them off on the break or something. And maybe that'll suit us if we can get a ball in behind for Erling Haaland, sort of Dortmund style. Maybe it's something that could work. But I don't think you're going to be able to play a super high line with that defense. I just don't. I just don't think you can do that. Lewis will be too exposed. Gavardio's hardly played in the middle this year, if at all. You know, Ake, you probably want him to be marking Saka 1v1. Fuck's sake, man. You know what pisses me off as well? Yeah. You know what actually pisses me off? Is that, like, we've not had like a fully fit team once this season. And we had it for what, like 20 minutes against Copenhagen. Then Grealish gets injured. Then we finally get everyone back. And then they go to international break and now they're all injured again. It's just like, for fuck's sake, man, give us a break. These fucking injuries. Takes the piss. Gareth Southgate, mate, you can fuck off. I'm sorry for swearing, yeah, but I'm just like, this is stressed me out now. He is an absolute idiot bozo. Idiot bozo he is, Southgate. Cheers, mate, for playing the most injury-prone footballer known to man in 2 meaningless friendlies when you've got Branthwaite, who's a new, fresh player, young player, probably the future of the England team. You leave him on the fucking bench, idiot. Amar says, Lemeo, I still believe in us. We got this, says Amar. Tinsay says, let's recall Zabaleta. Yeah, by the way, yeah, that team is still more than capable of winning. But at the end of the day, Arsenal are a good team. So you kind of wanted your best team. And I don't make no bones about it, or whatever the saying is. I don't know. I don't make no bones about it, whatever the saying is again. I just butchered it twice. Like, they're a good side, man. We need our best players. And there's a couple of players there that I would rather have had in, but it is what it is. The team's still good enough. And I've got to say, by the way, Pep likes having a small squad. Well, this is what happens when it doesn't quite go your way. You know, you know, a couple of your key players get injured and you're out. Let's recall Zabaleta, says Tinsay, and Kirk with the 2 months says Bernardo has to play. This is a must-win big game at home. We need him, in my opinion. Right then, Chris. Let me ask you a question then, yeah? Let me ask you a question. Where are you playing Bernardo Silva then? Because Foden has to play, De Bruyne has to play. Yeah, you don't play them two. That's just a joke, in my opinion. I don't see De Bruyne and Foden both being played in the middle, in my personal opinion. So that means Foden's going to have to go out on the wing, left or right. Do you play Bernardo in the middle? In that case, you're not playing Kovacic. We've all been saying recently that Kovacic should be playing these big games. Are we now dropping Kovacic after saying for the last 3 weeks that Kovacic should be playing these big games? Jack Grealish, who's not currently in this side, again, we've all been saying, or most of us have been saying, Jack Grealish, he needs to be playing these big games. Now he's back, he's fit. Are we dropping him and not playing him in the big games? I feel like we've been saying stuff, yeah, for weeks and weeks and weeks. The stuff is now hit. The stuff is now here. It's available, and now we're just going, nah. Like, I don't know where to play these. Like, listen, you could play Bernardo Silva in the middle and stick Grealish on the left. I wouldn't be too disappointed with that. That's decent. That's decent. That's a decent one. But I think you need Kovacic in there. I think you need Kovacic in there, chat. I really, really do. But like that's decent. That's still a decent midfield. I'm like the front three is fine. Yeah, the front three is fine. The midfield is fine. But I just feel like you need Kovacic in there for that extra little bit of protection. Yeah, he says it again. When Stones is out, I reckon Kovacic has to play to help Rodri out. I agree. I think you do. I think you have to play him. So then you say, well, where do you play Bernardo? If Kovacic does play, yeah, where is he? There you go. Where do you play Bernardo? Do you play him right wing and put Foden on the left? I wouldn't be surprised if he did this, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if he did that. And even though we've all been asking, well, again, not all, even though most people have been asking for Jack Grealish, would not surprise me if in this game we didn't see him and we've seen Foden left wing, Bernardo Silva right wing. And that's chill. I think that because basically Foden can kind of do what Grealish does on the left-hand side, like holding the ball and shit. Like, I don't really think that's a serious issue. You've still got the Bernardo protection. You've got Kovacic and Rodri. Because basically what that will be is kind of like a double pivot. It'll be, if you remember the Newcastle game at home, De Bruyne was Foden. And De Bruyne, the way I like this system, yeah, is because De Bruyne almost gets like a free roll here. De Bruyne gets the roam of the pitch in this area. So you're basically saying to De Bruyne, right, you've got protection to do whatever you want. Yeah, Kovacic and Rodri are behind you. Yeah, Rodri can push forward if needs be. You've got the free roll. Now he might get man-marked out the game, like he has been in previous games. United away last year was a prime example. But that is something good. My main concern, yeah, it is just this situation. Not because I don't think he's a good player, I do, but he's hardly played any football this year. Yeah, let me check his stats out this year. He's played this season 1,254 minutes. Yeah, that's not a lot, guys. That's the equivalent of 14 full matches across August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So what's that? 8 months. He's played 14 games. 14 games in 8 months. Do you want a quick maths on that? 1.75 games a month he's played on average. Now, I like Rico Lewis. I back Rico Lewis. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the fact is it's a big game to be thrown into. It's a big game for anyone to be thrown into. If Jack Grealish comes back and gets thrown into it, it's a big game for him because he's hardly played. It's a big game for him to be thrown into. It's a big game for Ortega to be thrown into. But you've got to trust him because what else can you do? You can play Sergio Gomez right back. Well, what else are you going to do? You've got no options. You have to play Rico Lewis. You could have played Nunes if he was there. I would have backed that semi, but he's not available. He's injured as well. He did get thrown in at the game at the Emirates, John, but he was in midfield. So it's kind of difficult. He's going to get isolated 1v1 against Martinelli, probably. If I was Arteta now, I'd be playing Martinelli. I don't know why he's out. I don't know what's wrong with him, but apparently he's injured as well, Nunes. I don't know if someone can fact check that in the chat, but apparently Nunes has had a knock. I don't know if that's fact check. Someone maybe can fact check that, but apparently he could be out of it as well. Not 100% sure. That's just what I've been told. So yeah, Rico, not that he'd play anyway. Even if he was fit, it's kind of irrelevant because he wouldn't play anyway. So yeah, Rico Lewis is not really much of a. It's not because I don't rate him or anything. It's just because it's a big game to be thrown into. He's going to get isolated 1v1 up against Martinelli, which could be tricky. So yeah, fuck man, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. What are the chances as well, yeah, that our two right backs in Walker and Akanji and Stones? I just realised all three of our players that can play right back, all three of them are all injured. It couldn't be like a Gavadio, like a left-sided player, and then maybe a Walker right-sided player, and then you've still got a balance across. No, you just take the whole right side of our defence. It's wild, man. It's crazy. Let me have a look at the squad list. Surely there's someone else. There's no one else. We have to send Rico Lewis. Buzzing, man. Buzzing for the kid. Because I like him, man. I think he's a good player. I hope he's got a future at this football club. He's had a tricky year. Said he'd have a tricky year. He's got a tricky year. And this is an opportunity for him to show, I'm still here, you know. I've not really played that much football, but I'm here. He's gonna have a tricky time 1v1 versus Martinelli or Trossard. But I'm backing him, man. I'm backing him. Bernardo's gonna have to work really hard to get back and help out. Jack Lee said, recall Cancelo. Rico Lewis is probably a better defender than Cancelo anyway, Jack. Big up to Joe, says Southgate is City versus Madrid. 1-0 up, 90 minutes in. Then Bozo in it in human form, says Joe with the 5. Bro, it's just a joke, innit? It's just an absolute joke. Every single minute that goes by, yeah, I just keep thinking about why did he pitch John Stones? Why didn't he play Branthwaite? Branthwaite is there. He's literally the next like big England defender coming through. And it was a friendly. It was a perfect opportunity to play him, and he didn't fucking play him. He played John Stones, a player that's injury prone. And it played 3-4 days ago against Brazil. You know what's wild about this guy? Yeah, I said this in the video, right? So just hold on for people that watch the video. But he's the biggest deflector I've ever seen in football. I've never seen a manager deflect more than Gareth Southgate. Never in my life. Never in my life have I seen someone deflect more than him. Yeah. When he was asked about Phil Foden, why don't you play Phil Foden in the middle? Instead of just giving a normal answer of like, oh, I just don't rate him in the middle, or tactics, formation, whatever. I think he's better on the wing, blah, 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 whatever. Yeah. Do you know what he said? Oh, Pep Guardiola doesn't play him in the middle. What are you fucking talking about, mate? Pep Guardiola don't play him in the middle. Well, you're just gonna, is that what you do? You just look around and go, "Ooh, how he's not doing that. So I'm not going to do it." That's why you're not a top class manager, mate, because you don't innovate. You should have been the manager to lead the way and play him in the middle. And it's the same with John Stones. Oh, why did you play John Stones centre back 2 games in 2 friendlies when he's injury prone? Oh, well, the Netherlands played Van Dijk at centre back 2 games in a row. Norway played Odegaard and Haaland 2 games in a row. No one's asked you about fucking Norway on the Netherlands, mate. We asked you about John Stones, who's injury prone. He's clueless. He's absolute fraud, mate, yeah? The manager's an absolute fraud. And he's fucked us. Now it's still doable, yeah? Let's not fold. But we are in a difficult situation, mate. We are in a difficult situation right now. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we do from here. I don't know if this is the team. Is this the team that you go for? I mean, I don't really see what else you can do in terms of defense. The defense is literally nothing else you can do there. That is it. Unless you played like a midfielder at right back, but who would you play? The only player that I would consider playing at right back would be Nunes. I've said, and by the way, this isn't like a bad thing or on Rico Lewis, but I've said for a while I don't think he's a right back. I think he's a midfielder. I don't think he's got the physicality for it. So that's the only reason I say that. But I'm still backing him. I'm still backing him. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. One thing that you might see. I'm not sure how exactly it would work, but do you remember the Anfield Tactics 2.0, which basically you had the right back playing as the right winger, and you basically didn't have a right winger. You effectively had another midfielder, right? Could you envisage a scenario where we effectively don't play a right winger like we've done before in the past, yeah? But also don't tell Rico to push forward. So then you've got the protection. Rico stays back. Yeah, he's not getting like mad caught out of possession. He's got close cover from Diaz and close cover from Bernardo. And then you kind of just leave this space to no one. Now you would say, well, why would you do that? Well, why would you do that? Well, you'd have a massive overload in midfield because you have 4 players. And out of possession, in possession, your Kivior would just be marking no one, and you'd have no one. You'd have someone unmarked. You'd have a City player unmarked at all points. I think that is a potential solution. And Pep Guardiola does like to play these tactics in the big games. Now, FYI, yeah, Josh, I'm not a massive fan of these tactics, but he does like to do it, and I would understand on this occasion if he did decide to play a 3-man midfield. I mean, that gives you a lot of protection of the defense. Maybe play like, oh, talk to me. Talk to me. Narrow FC. No wingers FC. Yes. That's the team, innit? All of a sudden, I'm mad confident, chat. All of a sudden, that starting 11 is getting us a serious W. I'm liking that. And to be fair, yeah. It's Horton's right. You know what? In the away game at the Emirates, chat, yeah, it was a very, very narrow game. We didn't have much width in that game. We didn't have much width at all. So actually, don't laugh when you look at this and go, LB, what are you talking about? This is never going to happen. This could happen. This could happen, man. 100%. LB, let's be serious. You think Lewis would play there? Is no way. Josh, but my question to you, bro. Okay, let's go. Let's go with the Joshua George scenario, right? Let's just put him there, him there, him there, him there, him there. Right. Josh. Who's playing right back, bro? Who's playing right back, Josh? If Rico Lewis ain't playing right back, bro, who's playing right back, mate? Here you go. They're the players. They're the players. Who you having right back, bro? We need to wait. Bro, Akanji's injured, bro. Akanji's injured. This is what they're saying. This is, guys, Akanji's a serious doubt. This is what we're saying. This is the whole reason of the stream. Akanji's out. Akanji, John Stones, and Kyle Walker are all serious doubts for the game on Sunday. Martin Blackburn, top tier source when it comes to Manchester City. Well, you can say highly doubt it, Man City recap, but that's come from Simon Blackburn. He's one of the best sources we have at City, and he said it. So you don't believe Akanji's injured? Well, I mean, he did get injured, and he didn't play the last game for Switzerland. Now, I would say that apparently the Switzerland manager said if he was seriously injured, if it was an actual game, not a friendly, he would have played. But we're just going off the information. He did get injured. That's a fact. He then didn't play the second game for Switzerland. That's a fact. And now we're being told that he's a serious doubt for Sunday. That's a fact, bro. So that's why I had Rico Lewis in there. I'm hoping that Akanji's fit. Of course I am. He's he'd be our best defender this year. But we're just going off the news that's coming out. Yeah, that's what we have to do, man. We have to go off the news. If you remember at the Emirates away game, you remember Bernardo played the second half in an inverted left back role, and he was horrendous. Pep, nah, man, we can't be playing Bernardo Silva right back, guys. Yeah, that's just not something that we can consider here, is it? Bernardo Silva right back. What is my life? What has happened here? We used to be a serious football institution. You can't play Bernardo Silva right back, guys. You just can't do it, man. You can't. It's going to be Rico, man. Big up Rico Lewis. I'm backing him. Rico Lewis. Oh. Unreal. Like I said, we're not going to speak about the good news. Let's speak about the good news, chat. Yeah, because this is serious good news. I mean, we kind of knew it anyway, but we need to just talk about it because it's the only real positive news we've got tonight. Kevin De Bruyne took part in a full training session with Manchester City's elite development squad on Tuesday and is set to start against Arsenal this weekend. This is great news. Kevin De Bruyne is fit and he's ready for the game on Sunday. That's positive. Kevin De Bruyne right back says Luxy. Oh my God. On a real though, yeah, this is actually genuinely why we do need to increase the size of our squad a little bit. Not massively. I ain't saying go crazy, sign 5 or 6 new players, but I do think that like this whole keeping a small squad thing, I think you're now running into the period where you need to add an extra player or two, in my view. Now Martinelli will cook the living daylight out of Rico. Let's be real. You never know, bro. You got to put your faith in the kid. You know what I mean? You do. That's why I would consider playing the formation that I said before, which was the basically no right winger and have what was the situation again? It was basically like this. This is the formation that I would seriously consider running. Because then Rico Lewis, yeah, he's got the protection from Diaz behind him. And he's got cover from Bernardo. Bernardo can get back as well. So Martinelli is going to have to be on smoke if he's going to have success. You can't leave Rico Lewis 1v1 versus Martinelli. That's just not fair. That's just not fair. Like, that's not me That's not me pretending like Rico's shit or something. That's just not fair. The guy's played 14 games and you want to put him up against Martinelli. That's just not fair. You got to give him cover. You have to give him cover. It might be Trossard. It might be Trossard, but if I was Arsenal, I would be playing Martinelli. Walker, Akanji, or Stones. One of them is playing. Fact. I think Akanji potentially might be forced in because Akanji's was a knock, so I don't think it was a muscle injury. Whereas Stones and Walker are both muscle injuries, so you don't really want to be forcing them in. But yeah, Akanji, you might just have to risk it and just be like, sorry, mate, you might get re-injured here, but it's the biggest game of the season. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Martinelli's fit. People keep saying he's not fit. He's fit, apparently. When's his press conference? Friday. Fucking hell. I can't believe it, man. We should have been going into this game with a fully fit squad and a full send. And now we're like, we can hardly put a back four together. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I just thought I'd come live, chat about it, man, because the news broke before. And yeah, I thought, fuck it. We need to speak about it. But there you go. Yeah, this ain't funny, man. Hey, check this. Oh my days. More academy players incoming. Listen, this is it, man. This is the game. Sometimes it happens. Listen, people, I'm going to dip, man. I'm knackered, innit? Okay, now. I've been doing all these steps, man. 16,000 steps again today, Crazy. Oh, here you go. Before we go, check this. Latest, big up City HQ, man. Sick page on Twitter. Guys, give this page a follow on Twitter. It's a good page, man. Man City's latest injury status ahead of Arsenal on the Sunday. Kevin De Bruyne, ready. Jack Grealish, ready. Nunes, awaiting update. Manuel Akanji, doubt. Stones, doubt. Walker, doubt. Edison, awaiting update. That's wild, isn't it? That's actually wild, man. That's actually crazy. But there we go. I'll be back tomorrow, man. Got a couple shows tomorrow. I can't remember. I need to check the WhatsApp because they're all on WhatsApp and I need to check it. But yeah, I've got a couple shows tomorrow. I've got Dan Potts on in the evening and all that. I'm on with Lee Gunner tomorrow as well at some point in the evening. And then, yeah, Friday night panel show. Looking forward to it, man. Gomez LB. Nah. You can't play Gomez. You just can't. And that, again, it's not like... It's not hating on the kid. It's tight, isn't it? It's tight. It's not nice to throw in Gomez at this game, at this level of opponent to Arsenal, mate. It's not on. You shouldn't be doing that, mate. You shouldn't be doing that. Wild. Yeah. Listen, people, I'll be back tomorrow, man. Big up to everyone in the stream. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Tomorrow, we are ramping it up, man. Big time. Dan Potts is on the channel. We're gonna have a couple shows in the day. I'm on with Judge Mo in the daytime. I'm on with Lee Gunner. I got a panel show Friday night. Got some stuff coming out Saturday. I'm on with Elbins. Hopefully, a video with MTFC lads, and then Sunday, obviously, you know what it is, man. It's the watch along. Kovacic can play right back. Bro, the guy's slow. He can't play right back. It's mad. Right, peace out, people. I'll see you tomorrow, man. Have a good night, people. See you later. Kovacic, right back. What?